The wind howled across the icy plains of Rivara 7, making the abandoned research station groan like an old ship at sea. Captain Aaron Voss tightened his gloves and adjusted the straps of his thermal suit. He had visited many planets, but this one felt different. Something about the signal they had traced here gave him an uneasy feeling, like the planet itself was watching. "Stay sharp," he said over the comms to his small team. "Sensors show movement near the station." The team had been sent by the United Space Survey Corps, a group dedicated to exploring uncharted planets. Their mission was simple: investigate any unusual signals, collect data, and report back. Easy if nothing went wrong. But Aaron had learned long ago that simple rarely stayed simple. The station loomed ahead, its metal walls covered in frost. Some panels were ripped open, wires hanging like frozen vines. Inside, silence dominated, except for the soft hum of failing power cores. Aaron's boots crunched over snow and ice as he approached the entrance. His flashlight cut through the gray gloom, revealing scattered tools, overturned furniture, and strange scorch marks. "Looks abandoned," muttered Lieutenant Mara Keene, his second in command. Her breath formed clouds in the cold air as she surveyed the area. "But something isn't right. These marks not natural." Aaron nodded, scanning the room. Then he saw it. A shadow crouched near a broken console, trembling. At first he thought it was another human, but as he got closer, he realized it was something else entirely. She was tall and elegant, her skin pale with a faint shimmer, and glowing patterns ran along her arms and neck. Her armor was damaged, the chest plate cracked and sparking faintly. She moved carefully as if each motion might trigger some hidden danger. Aaron froze. His training screamed caution, but something deeper, human curiosity and empathy, took over. Slowly, he stepped forward. "Hey," he said gently. "I'm not going to hurt you. Can you understand me?" The alien's eyes widened. She didn't speak, at least not in any language he knew. Instead, she tilted her head, watching him with a mixture of caution and something almost like fear. Then softly, almost like a breeze over ice, she whispered, "Careful." Aaron's heart skipped. Even without understanding, the warning was clear. Her chest plate, some kind of armor, fused with technology, was sensitive. He realized that a wrong move could hurt her, or worse. "Okay," he said, kneeling a safe distance away. "I'm listening. Can you show me what to do?" For a long moment she didn't move. Then with careful gestures she pointed to the cracks and sparks on her chest plate. Aaron studied it. The design was alien, elegant, and precise. Lines of light traced through the armor, pulsing faintly. It looked impossible to repair with human tools. And yet, Aaron had learned over years of exploring abandoned stations and derelict ships that humans were good at making the impossible work. "All right," he said to himself. "Let's see what we can do." He opened his toolkit. Mara and the rest of the team watched, tense but silent. Every small movement he made was deliberate, careful. The alien shifted slightly, whispering, "Careful," again, her voice more urgent. Aaron smiled faintly. He liked that she trusted him enough to warn him. He started with the small panels around the chest plate. Using insulated tools, he removed loose wires, patched damaged circuits, and reconnected delicate nodes. The alien flinched once, and he froze. Then she relaxed, watching his hands with wary eyes. "You humans are strange," she finally said, in a voice that echoed faintly like metal striking metal. "Fragile but careful." Aaron laughed softly. "I'll take that as a compliment." Hours passed. Outside, the wind grew louder, and the station trembled as icy gusts slammed against its walls. Inside, Aaron worked tirelessly. He improvised, using wires from broken consoles, small energy cells, and even parts from his own equipment to stabilize her armor. The alien stayed still, except for the occasional warning or gesture guiding him. Finally, with a quiet hum, the chest plate stabilized. The glow in the alien's markings brightened slightly, and she exhaled, a sound almost like relief. Aaron leaned back, wiping sweat from his brow. "There," he said. "Good as new, at least for now." She looked at him, and for the first time, Aaron thought he saw a hint of gratitude, maybe even trust. Slowly, she reached out, not threateningly, but almost as if offering a handshake. Aaron hesitated, then took her hand. The moment was strange, fleeting, and yet somehow meaningful. Then outside, a distant roar echoed through the ice plains. The team stiffened. Aaron listened. It wasn't the wind. It wasn't the station creaking. Something was out there, something alive. He gestured to his team. "Stay close. Whatever's out there, we need to be ready." The alien woman didn't speak. Instead, she touched her repaired chest plate, and a faint energy shield shimmered briefly across her body. Aaron noticed it, fascinated. Her technology was unlike anything humans had ever seen, powerful, delicate, and strangely organic. "Okay," he whispered. "Whatever you are, you're incredible, and we're going to get through this together." The storm outside worsened. Snow whipped against the metal walls, and visibility dropped to almost nothing. Yet, inside the station, a fragile sense of cooperation had formed. Human ingenuity and courage met alien intelligence and experience. They had no idea what challenges lay ahead, but for now they had each other. As night fell on Rivara 7, Aaron sat near the console, examining the alien's chest plate, trying to understand its design. The alien watched him silently, no longer tense, but alert. Trust had been built slowly, wordlessly, and it felt like a bridge between two very different species. And somewhere, deep in the storm, something was watching, something that did not belong. Aaron didn't know what it was, but he knew humans had a way of surviving the impossible. He had faced dangers on countless worlds before, and somehow, instinctively, he felt that helping this alien, despite fear, despite the unknown, was just the beginning. The first night passed with tense quiet, punctuated by the wind outside and the soft hum of her repaired chest plate. Aaron thought about the journey ahead. This was more than a mission. This was humanity proving, once again, that courage, empathy, and ingenuity could bridge even the widest gaps in the universe. And tomorrow, he would face the unknown side by side with someone not entirely human, but someone who had, in their own way, recognized the best in humans. The first light of Rivara 7 pale sun seeped through the cracks in the station walls. Snow swirled outside, catching the sunlight like tiny diamonds. Inside, Captain Aaron Voss and his team were awake, alert, and tense. Their unexpected guest, the alien woman, moved carefully among the wreckage, adjusting her armor and testing its repaired systems. Aaron watched her silently. She was graceful, almost too perfect in her movements, but something about the way she looked at him made him realize she was cautious, yet curious. Humans had a way of noticing things, reading intent without words. He could feel that she was studying them just as much as they were studying her. "Her armor is stabilized," Aaron said, breaking the silence. "She should be able to move freely now." Lieutenant Mara Keene frowned. "Freely? I don't know if that's a good thing." "We still don't know what she can do or what's hunting her." Aaron nodded. "I know, but hiding her in fear won't help. We need her cooperation to understand the signals that brought us here, and maybe to survive what's coming." The alien woman approached slowly, her glowing markings flickering softly. She stopped a few feet away and tilted her head. Then, in a voice that was almost musical, she spoke again. "You human clever." Aaron smiled. "Thank you, I try." Her eyes flickered toward the console. Then she gestured toward the broken communication array. It was clear she wanted them to fix it. Aaron glanced at Mara, who shrugged. They had no choice. "All right," Aaron said. "We'll see what we can do, but we'll need you to guide us." She nodded. Slowly she reached into her armor and produced a small device, a cube with shifting lights and symbols. It hovered slightly above her hand. Aaron studied it. It was alien technology, far beyond anything humans had designed, yet it seemed almost logical. "This is a translator," she said, pointing at him. Then she tapped the cube. Symbols floated in the air, rearranging themselves into shapes he could almost recognize. "It will help, but you must careful it delicate." Aaron nodded. He had repaired many machines in his life, but never one that could speak with thought alone. Delicate, got it. Over the next several hours, Aaron and his team worked to rebuild the communication array with her guidance. They struggled to interpret her gestures and the floating symbols, but slowly, a basic understanding formed. The alien showed them how energy flowed through circuits in a way humans had never seen. Aaron adapted their tools, bending and reshaping wires, creating temporary conduits. "Humans inventive," she said at one point, watching him fashion a bridge for energy flow with parts from a broken sensor. "Fast, problem-solving." Aaron chuckled. "We have to be. It's kind of our thing." The alien's voice carried a strange mixture of admiration and caution. "You, fragile, yet strong." Outside, the storm continued to rage, but inside the station, a fragile trust was forming. The aliens' glowing markings brightened slightly whenever they succeeded in repairing something. Aaron realized it wasn't just technology. They were connecting in ways neither fully understood. As they worked, the alien revealed more, though cautiously. Through gestures and simple phrases, she indicated that her species had fled from another part of the galaxy, escaping a violent conflict. Their technology was advanced, but they were vulnerable in unfamiliar worlds. Humans, she hinted, had qualities her people admired: courage, ingenuity, and moral judgment. "Your species survive difficult," she said slowly. "Adapt, think, help each other, strong." Aaron felt a swell of pride. Humanity had faced impossible odds before, but hearing it acknowledged by someone from a more advanced species, it was a rare, humbling moment. Hours turned into a full day. The alien guided them through the repair process, showing how delicate energy conduits connected to her chest plate, and how the translator cube interfaced with the station's system. Aaron realized her technology was not only advanced but elegant, organic and mechanical at the same time. It seemed alive. Then a sudden alarm from the station's sensors shattered the calm. Outside, movement, fast, coordinated, was approaching. Aaron ran to the monitor. "Not just the storm," he muttered. "Something else is out there." The alien froze. Her markings flashed rapidly and she whispered, "Hunters, they come." Mara's eyes widened. "Hunters? What hunters?" The alien shook her head, unable or unwilling to explain fully. But her gestures indicated aggression. Whatever was coming, it wasn't friendly. Aaron acted quickly. "We need a plan, defensive positions. Everyone stay close, and she stays with me." The alien nodded and activated her chest plate. A faint shimmering shield expanded around her torso. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them an edge. Aaron noticed that her armor seemed to respond to human gestures and commands. Perhaps, he thought, humans weren't just inventive. They could form alliances that even advanced tech recognized. Minutes later, through the swirling snow outside, shapes appeared. They were tall, armored, and moving with precision. Not humans. Not like anything Aaron had seen before. The alien watched them closely, whispering, "Danger fast." Aaron's mind raced. They were outnumbered and the station offered limited protection. But he remembered something crucial. Humans could improvise. Humans could adapt. Humans could inspire trust not just in each other but in allies, even those who were not entirely human. He turned to his team. "We'll use the station systems. Traps, lights, anything to slow them down. And we have her. Her armor, her shields can give us an advantage." We worked together. Fast, smart, careful. The alien woman nodded. She adjusted her chest plate, the glow pulsing steadily now. Aaron realized she trusted him enough to fight alongside him. That trust was fragile, but it was stronger than any weapon. The first encounter was brief but chaotic. The hunters tested the station, probing with energy pulses. Aaron and his team countered with clever traps and improvised energy shields. The aliens' technology responded to their commands, sometimes anticipating their moves. Together, they managed to repel the initial wave. After the confrontation, the team collapsed into the temporary safety of the station's inner rooms. The alien breathed slowly, her glow dimming as tension eased. Aaron approached, speaking softly. "You did well. We all did. And thank you, you trusted us." She tilted her head, considering him. Then she whispered, "Humans worthy help survive." Aaron smiled faintly. "And you're helping us too. We're learning from you." A silence fell over the group. Outside, the storm raged, but inside, something more important had begun. Humanity's ingenuity, courage, and empathy had earned respect from someone who was not human, and who could very well shape the future of interstellar relations. The alien then did something unexpected. She tapped the translator cube again and a map appeared, holographic, glowing softly. It showed the planet, the station, and a trail leading away from Rivara 7. Aaron leaned closer. "This path?" he asked. She nodded. "Safe if follow quickly. Hunters will not wait." Aaron studied the map. The path was dangerous, through icy canyons and unstable terrain, but it was their best chance, not just for survival but for understanding. She had entrusted him with knowledge few humans had ever seen. And he knew humanity had a way of turning impossible odds into victory. "All right," he said decisively. "We move, together, fast, careful, and smart." The alien woman's markings pulsed brighter, almost like a smile. Aaron felt a rare sense of connection, trust bridging two species. For the first time, he believed that humans could survive not just because of strength or weapons, but because of courage, adaptability, and the willingness to help and understand others. As night fell again on Rivara 7, the team prepared to move. Outside, the storm still raged, but they were ready. With the alien woman by their side, humanity's ingenuity had found a new ally, and the first steps of a fragile, powerful alliance had begun. Whatever awaited them in the icy canyons, Aaron knew one thing: humans had a way of surviving the impossible. And sometimes, survival meant building bridges, across species, across cultures, across the stars. The wind shrieked outside the station, rattling metal panels and pushing snow against the reinforced windows. Inside, Captain Aaron Voss tightened his gloves and checked his team. Lieutenant Mara Keene was scanning the perimeter monitors, while the rest of the crew braced for the approaching threat. "They're close," Mara said, her voice tense. "Sensors show multiple energy signatures, fast-moving, coordinated." Aaron nodded. "We'll need to think fast." "The station is defensible, but not for long. Everyone listen carefully." He pointed to the alien woman. "You stay with me. We'll combine your shields with our defenses." The alien tilted her head and whispered, "Hunters, strong, smart. You careful." Aaron smiled faintly. "Careful is our specialty." The first attackers arrived without warning. Outside, shadows moved through the blizzard, their armor glinting faintly. These weren't humans. They were tall, imposing, and clearly armed with advanced technology. Energy pulses lit the stormy night as they probed the station's defenses. Aaron quickly organized his team. Using the station's old turrets and energy emitters, they created a perimeter of light and force fields. Meanwhile, the alien woman activated her chestplate, projecting a shimmering shield that extended in waves when enemies got too close. The combination of human improvisation and alien technology was unexpected, but effective. One of the hunters tried to breach a side door. Aaron and Mara had anticipated this. They triggered a temporary energy net, entangling the attacker and buying them crucial seconds. The alien's shields flared, repelling an energy strike that would have penetrated the human defenses. Aaron realized something important. Humans could adapt, improvise, and make split-second decisions, while the alien technology enhanced their strategies. The synergy was powerful. "Move left," he shouted, pointing to a vulnerable corner. "Use the gravity stabilizers as cover." Now, the team followed his instructions, ducking behind machinery as the alien projected shields to cover their movements. Aaron marveled at how quickly they had learned to coordinate with her, despite language barriers. Humans could communicate through action, through instinct, through leadership. That was their strength. A loud crash echoed as one of the hunters forced a window open. Snow and wind poured in, but the alien extended a shimmering dome of energy, stopping the attackers from entering. The humans took advantage, setting improvised traps and energy pulses that knocked several hunters back. Amid the chaos, Aaron noticed something remarkable. The alien woman wasn't just defensive. She studied the hunters, anticipating their moves. Her intelligence, combined with human adaptability, created a kind of rhythm in their defense. They weren't merely surviving, they were learning each other's strengths and using them to fight as one. "Captain," Mara shouted, pointing to the main hallway. "They're trying to cut us off from the communication hub." Aaron frowned. That was critical. Without it, they couldn't call for extraction or plan an escape. He made a split-second decision. "Follow me," he said, gripping a plasma rifle. The alien flanked him, her shields flaring as they moved. "We're going to show them what humans can do when they fight together with someone they trust." The corridor was narrow, but Aaron had anticipated it. He triggered a series of energy pulses from the station's control panels, creating a strobe-like effect that disoriented the hunters. The alien took advantage, her armor glowing brightly as she blocked incoming attacks. Aaron's team surged forward, taking precise shots and using gravity manipulation devices to trip and slow the attackers. One hunter managed to fire a pulse that struck the alien's chest plate. Sparks flew, and she stumbled, but only briefly. Aaron rushed forward and adjusted a panel on her armor mid-battle, stabilizing the energy flow. She nodded at him, a silent acknowledgement of trust and teamwork. "You humans, fast learners," she said, her voice calm despite the battle. Aaron grinned. "We have to be." Minutes felt like hours. The hunters pressed, but the combination of human ingenuity and alien technology was relentless. They improvised traps, manipulated energy fields, and coordinated attacks in ways neither species could have done alone. Each small victory reinforced their confidence. Suddenly, the lead hunter appeared, larger and more imposing than the rest. Its armor glowed with dark energy, and it moved with frightening precision. Aaron realized this wasn't just a scout, it was a commander directing the others. "Everyone focus fire," he shouted. "Distract it, don't engage directly." The alien woman extended her shields in rapid pulses, deflecting the commander's energy strikes. Aaron and his team flanked, using every tool and tactic they could think of. Energy nets, gravity traps, and plasma bursts worked together to force the hunter backward. The alien adjusted her armor mid-strike, creating openings for the humans to exploit. Finally, after a tense struggle, they forced the lead hunter into a trap they had rigged. An energy net wrapped around it, and the alien projected a pulse strong enough to disable its systems temporarily. The remaining hunters, seeing their leader down, retreated into the storm, disappearing into the blizzard. Silence returned. The station shook as the wind battered it, but the humans and the alien were safe for now. Aaron lowered his rifle, breathing heavily. He looked at the alien woman, whose chest plate glowed softly in the dim light. She gave him a small nod, as if to say, "We survived together." "You were incredible," Aaron said. "I think we make a good team." She studied him for a moment, then said, "Humans, strong, brave, careful when it matters." Aaron smiled. "We survive by thinking, by trusting, by helping each other. That's what humans do." The alien paused, then gestured to the station's communication hub. Aaron realized she wanted them to send a signal, warn others, perhaps, or request extraction. They worked quickly, repairing damaged circuits, routing power from emergency cells, and using her translator cube to stabilize the connection. Once complete, a clear signal reached the nearest survey fleet. Aaron sent coordinates and a brief report. He knew they had bought only a small window of safety. The hunters would not give up easily, but for now they had survived. After the immediate danger passed, Aaron and the alien woman sat together in a quiet room of the station. The team was busy securing equipment and checking for hidden dangers. The alien spoke softly, sharing more about her people's plight. Through gestures, symbols, and simple words, she explained that their species had been scattered by a powerful enemy, forced to flee across the galaxy. "They hunt us," she said. "We lost home. You humans different. Strong help," Aaron nodded. "Yes, we'll help. But first we survive today. Tomorrow we plan, together." She studied him, her glowing markings pulsing slowly. For the first time, Aaron sensed genuine hope in her expression. Humans had earned her trust, not through weapons but through courage, intelligence, and the willingness to act decisively in a crisis. The team gathered around, sharing a brief meal and checking their supplies. Outside, the storm still raged, but the station was calm for now. Aaron realized something important. Humanity's strength was not just in technology or weapons, but in teamwork, adaptability, and moral courage. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, humans could survive and inspire allies to do the same. As night fell on Rivara 7, Aaron looked at the alien woman. She was no longer just a mysterious figure. They were partners now, united by trust and mutual respect. The path ahead would be dangerous, filled with unknown enemies and harsh terrain. But he knew that together, humans and alien could face whatever came. "Tomorrow," he said quietly, "we move forward, careful, smart, together." The alien woman nodded, her chestplate glowing softly. "Together, survive, hope." Aaron smiled. Humanity had faced impossible odds before. They had fought wars, crossed oceans, explored unknown worlds. Now, on a frozen planet at the edge of the galaxy, they were proving again that courage, ingenuity, and compassion could bridge even the widest gaps between species. And somewhere beyond the blizzard, hidden in the icy canyons, the hunters were regrouping. Aaron knew this was only the beginning, but he also knew that humans, even fragile and imperfect, had a way of turning impossible situations into survival. And this time they were not alone. Side by side with the alien, they would face the unknown. Together they would fight. Together they would survive. The storm on Rivara 7 had not stopped. Snow swirled in blinding sheets, and the icy wind screamed against the station walls. But inside, Captain Aaron Voss and his team moved with purpose. Supplies were packed, equipment checked, and the alien woman, now a trusted ally, stood ready, her repaired chestplate glowing softly. Aaron studied her for a moment. She had been mysterious, cautious, even wary at first. But over the past days, trust had grown between them. Mutual respect, understanding, and the shared fight for survival had created a bond neither human nor alien had anticipated. "We leave now," Aaron said. "Follow my lead, stay close, and stay alert." The alien nodded, her glowing markings pulsing steadily, a sign that her shields were fully charged and ready. Together they stepped into the storm, moving toward the trail she had indicated, the path leading away from the station, through icy canyons and unstable terrain. The first steps were cautious. The snow was deep, the wind strong, and visibility nearly zero. Aaron led the way, using his suit's sensors to detect crevices and hazards. Mara and the team followed, while the alien woman stayed beside Aaron, projecting a protective field that cut through the worst of the wind. "Keep moving," she whispered. "Hunters, follow fast." Aaron nodded. "We know, and we're ready." Hours passed as they trudged through the frozen canyons. The alien woman occasionally paused, scanning the terrain with eyes adapted to see beyond human limits. She indicated when the ground was unsafe or when the path ahead split. Aaron noticed how humans could adapt to alien guidance quickly. Our ability to learn, improvise, and trust in others' knowledge was remarkable. Suddenly, a massive fissure opened ahead, cutting off their path. The snow bridge was narrow, barely wide enough to cross safely. Aaron knelt, testing it with a pole. It groaned under his weight but held. "Careful," the alien warned. "Do not hurry balance." Aaron led first, slowly and deliberately. Each step was precise. Mara followed, then the rest of the team. The alien moved effortlessly, her shields shimmering to stabilize the snow under her feet. At the last moment, the hunters appeared on the ridge above, observing, waiting. "They've found us," Mara whispered. Aaron's heart raced, but he stayed calm. Humans had a way of staying calm under pressure, of finding solutions where others panicked. He glanced at the alien woman. "We need a plan," she gestured, pointing to a nearby ravine. Using her technology, she manipulated energy fields to create temporary platforms, like stepping stones over the chasm. Aaron realized that, while humans were inventive, the combination of human strategy and alien tech could overcome impossible obstacles. They moved carefully across the makeshift platforms, the hunters closing in. Energy pulses struck near them, but Aaron's team dodged with precise timing, while the alien used shields to block dangerous attacks. Every move required trust and coordination. Every step mattered. Finally, they reached the other side of the ravine, collapsing behind a ridge that gave them temporary cover. Aaron looked back. The hunters were relentless, but their tactics had been anticipated and countered at every turn. "We're not out of danger yet," he said, catching his breath, "but we're getting closer to safety." The alien woman touched her chest plate. "Ship hidden nearby, can leave." Aaron's eyes lit up. "A ship? That's our way off this planet, let's move." Following her guidance, they navigated the icy terrain for hours. Finally, in a hidden valley, partially covered by ice and snow, they found it. A sleek alien vessel, advanced and elegant. Its hull shimmered with energy, and sensors activated as the alien approached. "This ship," she explained, "can take far fast, but careful, fuel limited. Hunters may arrive." Aaron nodded. "We'll make it work. We humans have a way of making impossible things possible." They boarded the ship carefully. The alien woman activated the controls with gestures and light pulses, showing Aaron how the systems responded. The humans adapted quickly, learning the interface and preparing for takeoff. The vessel's engines roared to life, and they lifted off just as the hunters reached the valley's edge. Outside, the storm raged, but the ship's shields protected them. Aaron guided the vessel through treacherous air currents, relying on instincts honed through years of exploration. The alien woman's technology amplified his actions, stabilizing the ship and providing real-time calculations for their trajectory. As they cleared the planet's atmosphere, Rivara 7 shrank beneath them, a frozen wasteland of snow and ice. Aaron realized something profound. Humans could survive even the most hostile worlds, not because of strength alone, but because of ingenuity, courage, and the ability to trust and adapt. The alien woman turned to him, her glowing markings pulsating softly. "Humans capable, worthy, can help others," Aaron smiled. "We're not perfect, but we try, and we can do more together than apart." The vessel's engines hummed steadily as they navigated the stars. The alien woman activated a holographic map, showing her home system far across the galaxy. She indicated they could deliver a message of peace, a warning, or perhaps a new alliance. Humans had a choice: return home or take the first steps in interstellar diplomacy. Aaron glanced at his team. They were tired, but their eyes shone with determination. Humanity had survived impossible odds before. Now they were doing it again on a galactic scale. "Let's help them," Aaron said quietly. "We've learned from them. And maybe they can learn from us too." The alien woman's glow brightened, almost like a smile. She activated the ship's faster-than-light drive, propelling them through space with incredible speed. Stars streaked past, and the humans marveled at the vastness of the galaxy. During the journey, Aaron and the alien woman continued to communicate. She shared insights about her species, culture, their struggles, and the importance of cooperation. Aaron shared human stories of survival, exploration, and hope. Despite the differences, a bond had formed, a bridge between species built on trust, courage, and ingenuity. After what felt like days in starlight, they approached her home system. The alien signaled a peaceful approach, projecting a calming energy field from her ship. Her people observed cautiously, but the humans' calm demeanor combined with the aliens' trust in them sent a clear message. They came in peace, ready to help and capable of understanding. Aaron stepped forward. "We come as friends. Humans can help. We fight when necessary, but we value life, cooperation, and understanding." The aliens' people responded with cautious acknowledgement. For the first time, humanity had earned the respect of a far more advanced species, not through conquest or intimidation, but through empathy, courage, and ingenuity. The alien woman turned to Aaron. "You, humans different, worthy. Together survive, thrive." Aaron nodded. "We always have, and we always will." As the star system's twin suns rose, illuminating the alien planet below, Aaron realized something incredible. Humanity had once again proved itself, not just in battle but in diplomacy, problem-solving, and moral courage. Their actions today would echo through the stars, a testament to human resilience. The vessel landed smoothly. Aaron and his team stepped onto the alien world, side by side with their new ally. They were tired, battered, but unbroken. And for the first time in a long while, the humans and the alien woman felt truly united, a single team, ready to face whatever the galaxy could throw at them. The alien people approached, curious but cautious. They observed the humans, noting their actions, their bravery, and their respect for life. And slowly, a sense of trust began to form. Aaron looked at the alien woman. She had whispered careful when they first met, warning him of danger. But now she smiled, her glow bright and steady, acknowledging that they had succeeded together. In that moment, Aaron understood something profound. Humans could survive the impossible, not because they were the strongest, but because they were clever, courageous, and willing to act with empathy and cooperation. That was humanity's true strength, and it shone across the stars. As the suns rose higher, Aaron and his team prepared to help the alien people, using their skills to repair damaged systems, share knowledge, and ensure a future of cooperation. The galaxy was vast, full of challenges and unknown dangers, but humanity had already proven one vital truth. When humans and allies work together, even the impossible becomes possible. And somewhere among the distant stars, Aaron knew their story had only just begun. "I reached to fix her chest plate, and the alien woman whispered careful."